Good morning. My name is Sarah Holditch, and I am researching the lens of environment. So, one of my sources is Conserve Energy Future, What is Urban Sprawl? This is a blogger. He has made this site to show his pros and cons of urbanization, and in his pros and cons of urbanization, under his cons, he has environmental issues. So, this is also a stimulus that was provided to us in Pace Raven. In the environmental issues, he states things like pollution, overpopulation, acid rain, deforestation, genetic enhancing of foods, and these are all problems that come from urbanization that affect the environment. With those things, he shows chains of events starting from urban sprawl. So from urban sprawl, it causes overpopulation, etc. He doesn't state any sites, so I have to look up the definitions that he uses to make sure what he uses is correct. This is something that he won from Above Green, Top 50 Eco-Conscious Blogs. So somebody that does know what they're talking about does think that he is correct. He states no reasoning, since what he does is pros and cons and definitions. And any false logic will come from just wrong information. Then my next site is Science Direct. This is from Elsevier. This article has 10 certified authors. They work for Elsevier, which is a very prestigious science and algorithmic analytics company that they talk about the environment and the importance of restoring it in cities to make healthier lifestyles for people and for the environment. And they focus mainly on green spaces, which, for example, is like Central Park in New York, and then blue spaces like lakes, ponds, rivers, and that can help restore an ecosystem in itself. This is also one of our stimuli that are given to us in Pace Raven 2. There is reliable insight on environments and effects on cities. They give good information on how this affects the cities, how this affects the animals, how this affects human population, and the happiness of its citizens. They have sites that back their claims, around 80, and I see no false logic or reasoning. Everything they say seems to be credible and accurate. My third site is WadeChart. And WadeChart is a real estate website that when you look up certain areas, it'll give you charts and other data about the area. For example, like this one is the national average of natural disasters, and this is the national average, red line, and this is what Florida has. So their hurricanes are way above the national average, and earthquakes are very low compared to the national average. They provide many graphs that we can use for data and for visuals. Unknown source of info, I don't know where they got it, but because they're a real estate website, they could have made the surveys themselves. And some graphs are estimations of future and could be wrong in years to come, since you can't predict the future. Does any... What are your questions?